The Greenwood story in Tulsa is in many ways emblematic of American history during that period in the early part of the 20th century. It was a particularly sad, tragic period around race. In Tulsa, there was a desire on the part of some of the railroads and some of the corporate interests to take the land on which the Black community sat and move the Black community farther north. That was a problem. And then when we think about what I would call the psychology of race, that's a factor as well. The psychology of race at the time was that white people were superior and Black people were inferior. If you really buy into that psychology and you are white, then you are disturbed by the fact that you can go to the Frisco tracks and look to the north and see this Black community in which people are gaining wealth. They're living in nice homes, they're wearing fancy clothes, they're going to clubs at night. That's disturbing when there are poor white people on the south side of those tracks. Another major factor was the way the media covered the events in Tulsa during this period. The Tulsa Tribune published a series of articles and editorials, opinion pieces, that really played up the racial tensions in town. And they happened to report on an incident that happened in an elevator in a downtown building that involved two teenagers, a Black boy and a white girl. Essentially, the girl initially alleged that she had been assaulted in the elevator by this Black boy. And so that really roused tensions in the community, in part because the Tulsa Tribune published an article about it that was really sensational. And so if you're a reader of that newspaper and you get that edition and you read it and you believe it, then of course you're going to be concerned. So that really was the beginning of what was called initially the riot, now is called the massacre. This massacre really involved an invasion of the Black community by a large white mob numbering ultimately in the thousands. They literally came across the Frisco tracks to the Greenwood community and burned and shot and looted. At least 1,250 homes in the Black community were destroyed. Hundreds of businesses were destroyed. We believe somewhere between 100 and 300 people were killed. We'll never know the precise number because of the poor record keeping, because of the possibility of mass graves, because people were injured and left and died elsewhere. Many Black families spent weeks, months living in tent cities set up by the Red Cross, who came in to provide relief from this horrible tragedy. Even as the embers still smoldered in the Greenwood community from this mass destruction, rebuilding was on the minds of the Black community. Organizations in the Black community all over the nation contributed to the rebuilding, including the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People in New York, sent a check. Churches had fundraisers to help rebuild the community because the community was really a symbol of Black resistance nationwide. That you can hurt us perhaps, you can kill some of us, but we shall not be moved as a people. We shall rise again. If we teach history the right way, it has the opportunity to influence the way we behave across generations. There's a term that I picked up. The phrase is healing history. And it really says a lot about the way that we should approach the past. We should look at it for what it is and find truth in the past, acknowledge it, and then figure out ways to work together through alliances to heal our history, to really bind the wounds of the past so that we can go forward together in a different way. It's a reaffirmation of the human spirit. It's reminding people that, yes, there is something that connects us and unites us. There is this shared humanity. It's a realization that we're all in this together, and if I help you, it helps me.